Hello, and welcome to the Borealis experience. I'm your host, Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful journey called life. And with my podcast here, I'm hoping to bring you peace and insights about yourself that you haven't known about yourself yet. Today, I want to talk about productivity, how to be super productive, less burned out, more kind to yourself and others. In my coaching, I offer one-on-one sessions to people that are entrepreneurs, young mothers, young dads, young individuals who want to tap into their true potential. And oftentimes we talk about productivity because we want to accomplish more but feel less stressed, less scattered, more focused. So that's what I noticed in my coaching, is that everybody benefits from talking and learning about productivity, no matter where you come from, no matter what you're struggling with, or no matter what your superpower is. Productivity is key. This is why we're also going to talk about quit shoulding on yourself. Shoulding like in should. What I noticed, not only in men but also in women, is that we put extra pressure onto ourselves. And we don't do that because we want to harm ourselves. We want to do that because we feel that is going to make us more productive. So we add that little bit of extra pressure, a little bit of extra guilt, and then we think we can fully function and be productive and accomplish things and be the awesome, vibrant person that we want to be in our community. But what does that do to your self-esteem, to your overall mental and physical and emotional, let's call it environment? It creates tension. And tension to some degree is awesome. Tension is what pushes us forward, is what brings us, closer to our goals, gets us out of bed in the morning. But if there's too much tension, we are blocking ourselves off and restricting ourselves. So let me give you an example. Let's take a woman, 35 years old. She is running a successful business. And whenever she gets home, she feels like she has to do more. She cannot relax. She has to think about the next day. She has to think about her employees, how to make them work harder and smarter, and be careful that they don't burn out. She also wants to be a good wife, and she also wants to be a fun friend to be around. Doesn't that sound very exhausting already? And does it really make her more productive that when she gets home and could be relaxing and taking real good care of herself, she keeps brainstorming about stuff that she could do better? I don't think so. I think that this woman is gonna sooner or later burn out because she is punishing herself into success instead of thriving and relaxing into her success and appreciating every baby step that she's making towards a set goal. She is pushing further and further and further. And chances are that she is struggling with insomnia, that she has no time for her husband and his life and his problems to listen him out. And she has a hard time to relax when she is with her friends because she never relaxes. And when she is with her friends, she is expected to be fun and light. So she kind of puts on a show to be that persona. So that sounds very exhausting to me already. And the thing is that if she was to come home and just, lay down on the couch, read a book that is non-related to her job, and give herself a break, she could not only be a better partner, a better friend, she could also be way more productive, because it is not sustainable for anybody to push through and to overwork and to be stressed out all the time. And your body is so intelligent and so awesome. It's going to adjust to the stress and going to make you more resilient. But if you keep burning your candle from both sides, you are going to pay the bill at some point. And if not in your youngster years, you're going to pay a heavy bill in the years to come when you are in your 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even earlier already in your 50s, with heart attack, with burnout, with depression, with whatever you can invent, whatever your body is going to do to force you to stop, to finally have a break. So what I love to do is to help people prevent these states, to help people relax before it is too late, and to make people realize that they are way more valuable to society when they are productive and relaxed at the same time. It is really, really important to take breaks, to be in silence, to reflect, to look back. And there's this famous man, he's a multimillionaire. I'm not going to drop his name here. But I've learned a couple months ago that he takes a week of holiday each month, sometimes every 2 months. And during that week, he has no contact with anybody. He has no cell phone. He has no laptop. He has nothing except a pen and a piece of paper. And he says he needs that break. He needs to turn off the volume around him, like the noise, the volume of the noise around him, to be clear in his mind, to find out, hey, is my company and I still on the right path? Is my employee, my assistant, doing the right thing for us to be most productive? So he goes through his life, reflects about everything, his personal relationships, his friendships. And after he comes back, he's extremely clear in what he wants. And this is helping him to be super successful and productive, also relaxed. And clarity, in my mind, is relaxation. When you have clarity, your mind can relax, because your mind is not going into survivor mode and trying to problem solve right, left, and center. It can relax because there's structure and clarity, and you cannot underestimate the value. Another thing I want to talk about that I think it was in the 70s or even earlier, that it was glorified to not sleep. Right? People would say, oh yeah, last night I worked until 2 a.m. and this morning I got up at 5 a.m. and started working out and started brainstorming, and people would just be like, holy shit, that person is serious with their business. And this is why they are successful. And those exact people now are struggling with heart, arrhythmia, with heart attacks, with severe health problems. And the research is being done right now, and it's all coming out that you cannot underestimate the importance of sleep. I'd rather you take a nap 20 to 30 minutes in the afternoon instead of cramming in another coffee. I'd rather have you sleep 9 hours, right? 7 or 6 to 9 hours instead of telling me that you had another sleepless nights of being productive, because that's going to cost you severely. And again, those studies are only coming out now. There's a lot of research being done around sleeping patterns and how important it is not only for your body to recuperate, but especially for your brain. Your brain needs to detox, needs to be in a state of full relaxation. And I find that very beautiful and so awesome that people are coming out now and talking about their sleep patterns and their insomnia problems. And it's not stigmatized anymore, but we're finding solutions to that problem that is affecting us severely. So stop shooting on yourself. Stop telling yourself that you should be doing the next thing and you should be achieving this by age 35, or you should be this specific person at 65. It's not gonna make the journey better, and it's not gonna make you achieve your goals faster. If you achieve your goals, you'll be exhausted, resentful, and what's the point if we can relax a little more and be just as productive? And I feel a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, especially men, but also women now, more and more women, we have to learn to step back, to trust that everything will fold into place, and to take a break, to allow playfulness and love, because without that, we're just gonna be bitter, and people, how do I want to say that? I don't want to swear too much here on my podcast, but people who are not fun to be around. And what's the point then of being successful if nobody wants to hang out with you? All right, my dear, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for making the time and leaving me a review on Apple Podcasts. You don't know how much it means to me, and how much it helps in the podcast community to rank higher, to have more listeners benefiting from my free content here without any advertisement. So if you want to take a minute and share with me your thoughts and how much you appreciate my content here, that would mean the world to me. All right, take really good care of yourself, and I will be out there very soon again. Bye-bye.